What's up, Geeksters? It's me, Omar from geeksterlabs.com, and this video is a very special video because this is one of my very first CES 2016 videos that I'm going to be posting for you guys. And so I just want to give a big shout out to my sponsors for CES, and that's going to be Cell Cashier, Bodyguards, Jaybird, and Maru. And without those sponsors, I would not be able to go to CES, so I really appreciate their help and making this possible. And so for those of you that aren't familiar with CES, basically it's the Consumer Electronics Show. It's an international show, and it's basically where you go to check out all of the new tech for 2016 coming from companies. And so it's a good opportunity for me to go out there, shake some hands, see some of the familiar faces and people I've worked with in the past, and meet some new companies as well and make new contacts. So I'm really pumped about it. I believe this is my 6th or 7th time going. I'm not sure when, either 2009 or 2010 was my first CES ever. So I'm really looking forward to this one, and so I just want to do this quick video to show you guys all the different gear that I'm going to be carrying with me and taking with me when I go to CES. And so over the years, I've learned that less is better when it comes to the gear that you take with you. Some people like to take a lot of big cameras and big professional gear, and that's fine because they want to get the best quality videos possible. And I want to get good quality videos as well, but I definitely don't want to be hauling a bunch of stuff with me. So this is the kit that I have this year. I've done this video in the past, and I'll have links to all these different items in the description if you are curious about checking them out. I'll put links to Amazon or B&H Photo if you guys are wanting to purchase them or check them out. And so let's begin on the right side and we'll work our way to the left. And just big shout out to STM Bags. So this is the STM Drifter. It's a 15-inch MacBook or 15-inch laptop backpack. So it has a spot for a laptop, plus it has a bunch of good pockets and big openings. So they specifically send this one bag out to me so I can wear it and use it at CES. So I really appreciate that. I'll give you guys, I'm going to show you, after I do this whole video, I'm going to show you how all of this gear is basically going to fall into this bag, and I'll still have some room left over. So it's a really awesome bag. Definitely check that one out. Next after that, we have our monopod. I don't always carry or use the monopod. Sometimes I do everything handheld, but it is nice to be able to have a monopod just in case you want to keep the camera steady. So this is like a cheapy one. I think I got it from Best Buy. It's a Dynex, I believe is the off-brand from Best Buy. Just a basic monopod, nothing fancy, pretty much short and sweet. And but it's pretty tall. It goes up to about 6 feet tall, so it's pretty tall, and it does come handy once in a while. But in the past, I've just started doing handheld style videos, and so I don't always use it, but I do carry it with me just in case. After that, we have the I believe this is the Gun Plus. I'm not sure the exact. I think the Gun Plus. It's like a 10,000 milliamp battery pack from Just Mobile. It's my favorite battery pack. It's the biggest one I have, I believe. And that thing will last for a long time. I haven't even charged it up in forever, and it still has enough juice left in it. But I can charge up like 4 iPads back to back. So I can use this for the whole trip and never charge it back up once, and I'll be good to go. Because the one thing I have learned while being at CES is that your phone is constantly searching for signal and running out of batteries because you're going to be using social media, Twitter, and things like that. So you will have to have a backup battery when it comes to that type of thing. So for that case, I usually keep this battery pack right here. This is from BuQu Tech. This is actually a battery case for the iPhone 6s. Believe it or not, I usually run completely through this one. This one, I believe, has 1,600 milliamps or 2,000 milliamps. I don't know the exact number of milliamps. I know it will fully charge up an iPhone 6s completely. But even after that, I'm still going to need a backup battery just in case. And I'll use that backup battery to charge this battery, as well as some of the other devices I have here, which I'll talk about in just a second. So we have the backup battery case. We have some headphones, just some really nice, easy, small Soul Republic headphones, over-ear headphones. This is just so when I'm recording audio and doing videos, we could be able to check our levels and make sure that we're not picking up anything around us that's too loud, like background music or things like that. Of course, when you're at a convention, it's going to be loud. There's going to be lots of noise, but this will do a good job. Make sure that we're not like bumping into something, or that all of our audio going in is going to be pretty clean. So that's what I bring these ones for. And next over here we have the hard drive. This is a Toshiba 2 GB hard drive. This is where I store all my videos. So when I do all my editing at the end of the day or in the mornings, I store all my videos on that. So it's a nice, slim, real thin, as you can see there, really thin hard drive that I use for all the videos. Underneath the headphones, we have an Impact Quick Balance card. And I guess I might as well pop this one out so I can show you guys. If you guys are not familiar with this, and if you do a lot of videos, make sure you have a white balance card. So this is not only a white balance card. So this is a white balance card, and it's like a crosshair for focusing. I use this in all my videos. So whenever you're doing any kind of video, you could use auto white balance, but being how there's lots of lights and things around there, some of your videos may start to go from yellow to white when you set on auto. Or you can do custom white balance with this card, and it stays consistent, which is what I'm doing right now. So the video right now I'm using has been custom white balance. So I take this with me. So if you're going to be outside, if you're going to be inside, depending on different scenarios and different lighting, you want to make sure your white balance is sharp and good. So that's why I keep this white balance card with me. And if I need to do any kind of make sure that things are in focus, I can use the crosshairs on the other side. That's a really cheap thing. I think I got it for like 10 bucks at B&H Photo. Like I said, I'll put those links in the description. Now let's get to the audio. So I'm really excited about this stuff. Sennheiser was really nice enough to send me the AVX wireless system. I have not done the review of this. I will be doing it very shortly. But this is I believe this is the ME2 mic system with the transmitter and the receiver, or the transmitter and receiver right there. And so this is the stuff I'm going to plug straight into the camera. So initially, and also the handheld right here as well. So if I'm doing any kind of interviews where I'm actually talking to people on camera, I'll be using the handheld so I can hold the mic for the both of us. And there will be times when I just want to shoot a really quick video with one of the reps that are there at the booth. So then I'll plug in the lavalier to them, and then I'll just record their audio while getting all the B-roll footage of the products that they're talking about. So those are the two major things I'm going to be using for audio. Right now I'm using the Zoom H5. I can't show it to you guys. I'll show a picture of it right there. And that's because I'm using it right now to record this video. And I'm going to be carrying that just as a backup audio. I'm still on the fence on whether or not I want to record all my audio into the H5 or if I want to record it straight into the camera. Obviously for editing purposes, I just want to go straight to the camera so I don't have to sync up any audio later on. And it makes editing a little bit faster. But I'm just going to kind of play it by ear and see what audio sounds the best, because I'm kind of a stickler when it comes to audio. So I might use the H5, I may not. I may just have all the audio go straight into this camera right here. And if you guys have been watching my videos on my channel, you know that this is the Panasonic Lumix G7. And so this is the camera that I'm going to be taking with me to film all my videos while I'm there. It is smaller than my T3i. It does 4K video. I will not be recording 4K video though, because that takes a little bit longer to edit. But it will be 1080 60 frames per second HD video. And the good thing about this is it has autofocus, so my friend that's coming with me that's going to be helping me film, we don't have to have everything perfectly in focus through manual focus the whole time. We can have continual focus, and it does a pretty good job of that. And because we're using the lavalier mics and these other microphones, you won't hear that noise that sometimes these tend to make whenever it is focusing on in the middle of the video. So I'll be using the G7 for that. B&H Photo sent this to me. Really big thanks to B&H Photo. And make sure you guys are keeping tabs because I'm doing a bunch of videos on this one right now. The review will be coming up after I get back from CES. Next, we have an LED light. I'm going to have to check on the brand on this one. I think it's a Bauer 120 LED light. That's kind of important too, though, because depending on the circumstances and where you're at, sometimes the lighting is not very good in some of these booths and some of these areas at CES. So this is something nice to have to carry with me, just in case I need a little bit of extra light while I'm filming. I'll have this with me as well, just in case as a backup. The one piece that I don't have here right now that I will be taking with me is an L bracket, and that's only because the camera only has one shoe on top. I have an L bracket that has two additional shoes on that one, so if I need to strap it to the camera and use a light and use attaching the receiver to the camera or anything else to the camera, I'll have additional shoes or cold shoes to be able to attach it to. So that's something I don't have here, but I'll put a picture of it so you guys can see what that looks like. Next over here we have the Apple Watch. I'm really excited to take the Apple Watch with me because you do a lot of walking while you're at CES. So I'm kind of curious how much walking I'll be doing, so I'll be using the tracker on that. But most importantly, with the Apple Watch, for any appointments that I have scheduled, one of the things I have noticed while being at CES is you don't really notice when your phone is constantly going off, because there's so many emails coming through and so many messages and things just dinging off your phone that you don't always pay attention to them. You kind of start to just ignore them. So I'll be using the watch to make sure I stay on task with all my different calendar events and things I have going for meetings and such. So I'll be using that quite frequently while I'm at the show. And I have to take my phone out every 5 seconds to see what my next meeting is or what email I just received or who's calling me. So that's the Apple Watch. After that, we have the MacBook Air 13-inch. And so I believe this is the late 2013 version of the MacBook Air. I do all my editing while I'm at CES on this computer. That does a really good job. It handles 4K footage as well, but it's a little bit slower. It takes a little bit longer to export, so that's why I'm going to be shooting 1080 60 frames per second video and editing that using Final Cut Pro. And then last but not least, I have the little adapter here. This is like a blessing. I love this thing. I think Moshi sent this out to me. It's basically an Ethernet adapter while you're at CES, while in the press room. Of course, you don't want to be on Wi-Fi. You want to be plugged in the internet. And so because the MacBook 13-inch doesn't have an Ethernet cable, I use the Thunderbolt port on there and use that with the Ethernet cable to plug it in. And that's how I get internet to the laptop so I can upload videos to you guys on a regular basis throughout the whole week. In the past, I used to wait till I got back home to upload all my videos, but then everybody else's video is already up and you've already seen everything. So I figured this is probably a better way to do it. So I'll be uploading videos frequently throughout the show, every single morning, and probably during lunchtime and afternoon I'll be putting up videos. Like I said, I have a goal of a minimum of 15 videos that I'll be doing. So I need you guys to help me out. Let me know what products, what companies do you want me to talk to? What do you want to see while I'm at the show? I'm definitely going to hit up the home tech section, because like I've mentioned on my other videos, I want to start doing a little more home tech items for you guys. So I'm going to be checking out that whole wing, plus the wearables and the fitness things like that. But if there are any other specific products or companies you want me to talk to, make sure you put it down in the comment section below so I can make sure I get you guys that good content, okay? So that's pretty much all the items I'm going to be taking with me, and this is pretty much it. And it's all going to go in the backpack. And so now let me show you how this all is going to fit inside this bad boy right here. And that's pretty much it, guys. Oh, I did forget to fold up the white balance card. As you guys can see, this one goes down pretty small, very easy to travel with. That's another one I could just slip right into here. So this drifter bag, guys, from STM is really nice. I definitely recommend you checking it out. If you're looking for a nice big bag, especially for a camera bag, it does get pretty thick, but you can tighten it up and make it a little bit thinner too if you don't need it to be so big. But it has these nice buckles on the back side right here. And also has these really good channels, because one of the things that does happen while you're at the show for long periods of time is you're going to be getting pretty sweaty walking around, getting pretty hot. So this kind of keeps it off your back and lets you get a little bit of air flowing from your back. But it's really nice and cushioned. Has a good pad on the bottom too, so if you do drop the bag, it doesn't hit the laptop, won't hit the floor really hard, or the camera that's in here as well. This whole bottom section is really nicely padded. So I believe this one retails for a little over $100. I definitely recommend you guys checking out the drifter bag from STM Bags. And like I said, this one holds up to 15-inch laptop. So that's pretty much it for me, guys. If you have any questions or comments about this video, post them down below. I read each and every comment in all of my videos, and I'll get back to you as quick as possible. If you enjoy this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And if you want to stay up to date with all of my videos, including my CES 2016 content, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. And once again, I just want to give another shout out to my sponsors for CES, which is Jaybird, Maru, Cell Cashier, and Bodyguards, for making this possible for me. I really appreciate you guys. And I'll be seeing all you in the next video in Vegas. See ya.